Well, hello and happy gaming, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and if you can't tell by the way that the layout looks, we're going for a mono Earth build today. Hi, birds. Hi. The moment I start talking, you go nuts. Is that how this works? You know, we've done this before. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate that. Yes, I'm looking at you. Alright, so that means that today we're going for the old Neve's Emerald build. Getting a 20% increase to health and armor will be nice, but I mean, we have to have 7 Earth Arcana for that to work, which means we need 3 more. You know, simple math. But we're going to be working with Bladed Glitch. We're working with Bladed Glitch. That's nice. The old Stalwart Defenders, Shattering Strike, and Snare Track, which I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this build right now. Kind of wish the birds outside would go away so that they wouldn't set off my birds. But, you know, we're also working with the Grit Robe, so we're kind of going with the old solid like a rock motif. I hope that doesn't backfire. There is a very strong chance, though, that it will backfire. Well, at least we're getting Atlas out of the way early, but I mean, you know, just once you couldn't give me the mage that my build would work against. You know, just once. I love you guys. I don't mean it to sound funny, but I love these knights. I can't wait to upgrade Stalwart Defenders. It's kind of become one of my favorite Earth Element spells, just based upon the idea that they kind of do everything I want in a defender. They got it all. I can already see this is going to be a cursed recording. Oh my god, he won't stop screaming! Like, this is ridiculous. He is normally not this bad, but he just won't stop. My goodness. Like, he is so upset that I'm not paying attention to him that he's just going fucking ham. Kind of makes it hard to have any commentary when all of it is being run by "Look at me!" Apologies to those of you out there wearing headphones. At the moment, that's kind of how I feel. All right, and Magnetic Follow-Up is not only another Earth Arcana, but by the sound of it, you would think I was just running after him with a knife, just going, "It's chicken nugget time!" But no, I'm not doing that. This mono Earth run brought to you by Loud Savage Murder, apparently. Thank you, guys. Alright, so what do I want? Sleepy Thunderstone? Or, well, I'm gonna take Sleepy Thunderstone. Just think of it as an interesting little gravity well. Alright, what do you got for me? At full health. Okay, yeah, not gonna take it. Alright, well, I mean, it's only temporary, but it is helpful. Oh my god! Wow! Like, he has never been this disruptive before. This is ridiculous. I apologize. I think birds are just fucking pissed today. Apparently I have something that's giving me a guard chance, but I wouldn't be able to tell you what. Oh wait, Ella's glass kite, of course. Dude! Stop! Come on! 6 straight minutes! What the fuck? Like, I'm not sure I can even continue recording like this. This is dumb. Sorry, I'm monitoring the situation. Because if Bloody Murder Screaming Contest continues, I may have to stop recording for a while. Yeah, it's like they've never once heard me do this before. Well, it's not Earth, so I'm not going to take it. Still, it will help temporarily. Oh no, it's a basic. I thought it was Aqua Vortex. No, I can't take that. Fuck it. It's like the one downside to having birds as pets is that when they feel the need to communicate with others, they tend to do so as loudly as possible. Simultaneously, this is also how they basically let you know that they want your attention, which is fine. I don't have a problem giving my birds attention, but also doing stuff right now. It's not like I'm just telling them, fuck off. But they know that while I'm recording, I have to focus. Again, this isn't their first rodeo. They know what I'm doing. Oh, well. I mean, I shouldn't be complaining about it, but this is the loudest that I've heard Cecil get in for frickin' ever. And he's normally not that bad, but today he's just on a whole nother level. Ow. Okay, well that was horrible. And another reason why you should never get comfortable if there's a rogue around, because their fast attacks can beat you down way faster than you would expect them to be able to. You go away. Thank you. Alright, what do we got? Oh, wow, it's the all-fire edition. And I'll take magnetic follow-up, but... yeah, not the greatest return on my investment there. And when you're trying to do a Neve's Emerald run and you're seeing all fire... Thanks, guys. Okay, it sounds like he's finally calmed down, thank goodness. But yeah, almost 10 minutes straight of bird screaming. Yeah, I can't imagine that that's the most pleasurable thing that your ears have ever beheld today. But it comes with the territory of having a bird. The fact of the matter is that they do that as just communication. So at some point or another, you have to be willing to let your birds just actually just do that. And someone will be like, "Yeah, that's why I have a dog." It's like, well, you know, dogs aren't exactly any quieter. Or like dogs tend to have their own times when they get really loud, and it kind of depends on your dog. Ooh, fadeaway rhythm. All right. You know, take it with a grain of salt. I'm just saying, you know, Cecil, don't do that again. Don't be a dick. Oh yeah, this is gonna work out well. Alright, so just about everything I have is kind of close range, so really got to be relying on these guys. And of course that has invisible range. Oh, this feels like it's a cursed recording. And after things were going so well with yesterday's recording, whether or not you agree with what I had to say or not, today it's just, I don't know, it feels cursed. There we go. Oh, hello. Thank you for the help. And even the commentary isn't exactly on point. Now I'm just scared to talk, because the moment I do, I get the feeling I'm going to have an angry bird on my hands. Okay. I'm gonna try to behave semi-normally now, however difficult that may or may not be. At this point, it almost feels awkward to start talking because I just went through 10 minutes of Angry Bird. And I'm not talking about the mobile game. And for the most part, no one should be talking about the mobile game. Sorry, not the biggest fan of the Angry Birds franchise, but I hope everyone had a safe and happy 4th of July. I know that, you know, with everything going on in the world, it's difficult to have a safe and happy anything, but just because things are difficult doesn't mean that they're impossible. And I really hope that everyone's, you know, doing their best to take care of them, take care of themselves, to take care of their loved ones. And it's a chaotic world out there no matter what, but usually even at the best of times, it's not quite this weird. This run, of course, brought to you by Rocks and Dirt. Rocks and Dirt! It's literally outside! Yeah, suck it. So the whole point of Earth Arcana is that they are strong, but typically somewhat limited in some factor or another. Usually it's the factor of range. Oh, nice. Many of them also tend to have a strongly defensive factor going for them. This would be the case with Stalwart Defenders. But it's also in part what makes... It's also in part what makes things like Knockout Boulders so interesting, because that's an earth spell that has both power and range behind it. And I'm sure you understand that I'd really like to see that pop up. But still, I'm not happy with what I'm not happy. I'm not happy about a loud bird. That's what I'm not happy about. No. I'm not unhappy with like fadeaway rhythm or what I have right now. I am, however, kind of saying, you know, I'm expecting a little bit more. There we go. Didn't even need the Stalwart Defenders that time. But yeah, I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't super happy with starting with Stalwart Defenders. And he just ran right past them. What a jerk. Yeah, with everything I have being relatively close range, I would love to see something with just a smidgen more range to work with. Especially since apparently the enemies can just attack right past my Stalwart Defenders. Which means I have nowhere near as much coverage as I thought I did. Because now every enemy is just like, yeah, that's cute. And then they just attack me right through it because they give no fucks. So yeah, not gonna lie, feeling a little vulnerable right now. But I will also level with you and say that I've never been the biggest fan of the Earth Arcana that are in the game. Some of them are good. Some of them I have absolutely no problem with, like those guys. But their weakness shines through in in... God, game absolutely wouldn't let me dash. Yeah, their weakness comes shining through when you have limited space and they don't all come out. I also need to get into the habit of not summoning them so close to my enemy so that they just jump past them. That is, that is my fault. So, make no mistake, this whole mono earth thing, not digging it. Royal Flush will help. Do I have any defensive relics? I mean, at the moment, max health isn't necessarily what I need. There we go, we got the Venom Stone and the Thunder Stone. Royal Flush is giving me a huge damage increase. I just hope it's enough. Now, granted, the damage increase I'm seeing is great, but what I really need is something okay. I am so screwed. It feels like nothing I have is doing enough to keep me going. What the hell? How did he reach me? I mean, at this point, it sounds like I'm just complaining like a little bitch, but honestly, that didn't look like it should have hit me. God damn. So yeah, in case you're wondering why my runs rarely, if ever, involve taking Earth-based Arcana, this is kind of why. Because generally, I don't find them to be that useful. There are some that are good, don't get me wrong, but for the most part, they don't do a whole lot for me. Alright, so I see the Bladed Vine upgrade there, and there's Rock Tomahawk. Not big on Rock Tomahawk, but that would at least activate Neve's Emerald. I mean, it's something, right? It's something. In the long run, that's all I can say is, Neve's Emerald! It's there! I mean, 20% to armor and maximum health is nice, but you know what would be even nicer? To get more control over the battlefield. Still, the only other mono element I haven't done is water, but I really feel as though water will be kind of the easy one. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, big damage ups are helping, don't get me wrong. All of it is helping. Oh, wrong one. I'm sorry, Drea, but I can't take you with me this time. It's 630 health that I'll probably never be at. Yay! Alright, so now that we have the Emerald activated, see what it has other benefits. You also ignore stun and knockback when taking damage. So it basically combines essentially 2 Yuffie's shawls And what else does it do? Oh yeah, and Giant's Heart. I think it's like 2 Giant's Hearts. And then you also get Mystic Monopole added on top of that, and Sano's Headband. So I mean, it's a lot. They really went out of their way to try to make it good. But I mean, as you well know, I feel as though the best way to survive is not to take damage at all. I guess easier said than done in some cases, but for the most part, you're better off trying to guard or evade instead of just raising your armor. I guess, if anything, that's kind of what I'm highlighting with this run, is that, yeah, the bonuses that you get from Neve's Emerald are really good, but at the same time, it's like, I'm pretty sure the game can do better. Matter of fact, I feel the game could do better by the Earth element in general. I mean, look at it this way. Ask anyone who their favorite Avatar: The Last Airbender character is, and if they're not telling you it's Zuko, they're gonna tell you it's Toph. And I think we could stand to do better by Toph. She deserves more. But the idea that the enemies can't interrupt my spells anymore is nice. I mean, that is kind of the best thing that Neve's Emerald has going for it, but I mean, again, let's just say it like it is. You can get that effect from Sano's Headband. So, I don't know. I certainly don't feel like this is a one run yet. Just funny, because usually by now I'm looking at the run going, hey, I can just sit here and talk about poop now, but you know, no poop right now. I can't talk about poop. You know how sad that makes me? Yeah, because what they're going for is essentially make you like a juggernaut, but I mean, in this game, the juggernaut formula doesn't work very well. Matter of fact, once again, taking a page from the whole Avatar: The Last Airbender thing, what really works is being like an elemental ninja. You're a monk, you're a kung fu master, you're a master assassin. You know, something along those lines. That's what works in that world, and it's a very similar thing in this world too. That's typically what lets you make it to the big league. And there are big muscle guy setups that work too, don't get me wrong. We're talking things like just going full power and then just throwing knockout boulders at people's faces. And it's kind of hard to walk away from, you know, 100 damage right to your noggin. And someone threatens you and you just kind of laugh and go, you're talking an awful lot of shit for someone within my knockout boulder range. But this take as much damage as you can and shrug it off approach? Yeah, I don't know. Shrugging off damage doesn't seem to be the way to make it in Wizard of Legend. And Cartographer's Quill, unfortunately, isn't exactly what I need. I don't have anything I want to give to Cremire either. Everything has its place. Okay, well, I would have preferred to see something else. I don't really care to upgrade Rock Tomahawk. Ward of Stones is nice. I guess what I'm trying to determine is, do I want Ward of Stones or Dragon Dive? I think Dragon Dive, mostly because it's far more useful than Magnetic Follow-Up. And I'm going to hope to be able to upgrade that in the next area. Also, yes, I'm aware that I should probably take a health potion. And then, of course, they give me the absolute worst enemy to try to get Dragon Dive to work against. Enemies that don't suffer from knockback. Yay, aren't we lucky? Alright. I think we're going to go on without the health potion, because I'd like to have some spare cash. I would like to hopefully upgrade Vine Whip and Dragon Dive. Wow, you're still up? Go away. Mages aren't supposed to have that much HP. Okay, that room is just plain awful. Okay, I'm about done with this Berserker run. I'm not sure I can even do this. This is... like, every room I'm coming across is just here. Here's another room full of hell. It's your favorite, right? We made meatloaf. It's like, I don't want meatloaf. Not right now. What I want to do right now is survive. We're like, oh, I'm sorry. Survival wasn't on the menu. That's why we made meatloaf. That's another reason why I'm so quiet, is because right now this run has me on edge. Okay, so there's that. Which means that now gets a 10% damage bonus on top of just being a better spell. I was hoping to be able to upgrade Dragon Dive at the same time, but, you know, take what you can get. Kind of wondering if I shouldn't have taken Ward of Stones. And magnetic follow-up having the long ass cooldown that it has. Yeah, like I said, little on edge right now. This is not the most fun run I've done, but it is a mono element run that I have yet to do. And you know, I did manage to... By the way, what is 20%? Okay. So that is the maximum for Royal Flush, is 20%. Oh, stop. See, that's the other thing. Without the damage feedback, it's kind of hard to know what's going on. I mean, that's kind of the point of playing like a berserker in D&D. Is yeah, you're strong. Yeah, you got things going on, but you also don't know how much damage you're taking. One of those things where if you're going to play that, you have to either play with reckless abandon or way more carefully than you would probably want to, playing just a big meat stick with like a club. I don't know about you guys, but when I play a big meat stick with a club, I don't want to have to worry about whether or not I'm going to be living through the next battle. Oh, come on. How much health do you freaking have? Oh, there's Ward of Stones. Ugh. Also, my tummy is not happy with me right now. So, this is... Yeah, as I thought, this is kind of a cursed run. Just because Cecil calmed down doesn't mean things got better. Ugh. Tummy ache. Alright, Shattering Strike is getting a lot of work done for me. And I also just now realized that Fadeaway Rhythm has invulnerability attached to it. Alright, well that boosts that spell in the rating. Fadeaway Rhythm has invulnerability. Well, it has invulnerability if you hit something with it. If you're just doing the, like, punch, 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 kick, that first part, that's not invulnerable, but... After you nail someone with it, then it's invulnerable. I'm also just now noticing another downside to the knights that I need to be more aware of, and it's that you can't go through them. And I understand why you can't. I'm just saying it's something I need to watch out for when I'm using them. And it's no fault of anyone else, that's the fault of me. Get a little bullet hell action going on there. Alright, now the next big problem. I don't have a good way to deal with these guys, so this could be a much more difficult run because of it. Alright. I am just getting way too beat up here. So, my recommendation to you if you're going to be doing the all-earth run, first of all, make sure you have a couple of attacks that can strike at range. Maybe take Dragon Dive from the outset and get it upgraded early. Knockout Boulder is an obvious good choice. Because, yeah, all Earth, I mean, Earth does a couple of things really well, but unfortunately, not all of them are big help, or a big help. Let's try to use that grammar that I was taught in school. So, Shattering Strike, in my opinion, is probably the best. It's probably the best Earth-based, not basic, signature. But, yeah, all I can say is I'm glad that's done. It was very easy to tell that this was a cursed run from the beginning. I mean, I was able to overcome the curse and fulfill the prophecy, fortunately. But, yeah, this was definitely not the most fun run I've ever done. Part of it is my fault for not taking something more ranged, like Dragon Dive, Rock and Roll, or Knockout Boulder. So I had basically close range and all close range. Melee today, and every day, in your face, like it's a big race. I don't know. I also didn't find many good relics. I don't know, nothing that seemed like it was really going to work with what I was going for, so I was really banking on that armor, and yeah, without the armor I probably would have lost, but you know what I think would have done even better? Not getting hit? I mean, it's a thought. But there you go, there's your Mono Earth run. I honestly had way more fun doing the other Mono elements because they have greater elements of control. But the thing is, even with one of my favorites, the Stalwart Defenders, I felt like I was being ganged up on because half the time they would block the enemy off, but then they would also cut off an escape route, which is not an issue when you're using the Chaotic Rift. When you're not using Chaotic Rift, I don't know, I just made some mistakes is what it really boils down to, but anyway, that's enough rambling from me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the run. We only have one more Mono element to go because, hey, we've even done Mono Chaos. And that was a trip. I had fun doing that one. I might do that one again. But, you know, Contingent 99, if you're watching this or if you happen to stumble upon my videos, Neve's Onyx, please. It'd be nice. So, hope you enjoyed the vid. Drop me a like, leave me a comment, let me know what you thought of the run. Just give me some feedback in general, and I look forward to hearing from you all soon. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you.